I know it changed. I figured it out.
What do you mean?
That countdown used to have a when the little text came up and said that the show was starting.
Yes.
Aha!
You need that.
And it doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah. Well, you gotta. It seems like the guy gave you a different version of it.
Yeah, he cut that little pixel out on top, or put it back in.
But he forgot.
Remember how it was like a 1 pixel?
The boodle boodle boobloo, which informs you.
I need that. Because that means like it's not being chopped off. Otherwise, it seems like I'm incompetent. It seems like I'm interrupting the song at a random and wrong point. But I'm going off a visual cue, but still your brain interprets that as me being incompetent. Kaiju Turtle has set me up for failure.
I'm going to say you get 3 more talking about the intros after the intro ends. And then
what do you mean? You got to turn your mic up coming in. Only the settings, not the actual mic, but the settings where you have all your compression and stuff. Turn it up to gain.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, turn it up. Vito's audio's low. Turn it up.
I thought it was low. How about now?
I don't know. Now we gotta wait.
1 1 2. Test 1 1 2.
We got to wait because I
can just look at. I can look at the levels.
Yeah, but you don't know do you know what's going into your computer? I should have sent you banana audio. Fuck, but the banana meter tells you how high your audio is.
Send me the banana meter.
Look at OBS. Look at OBS.
I'm looking at it, but OBS is already at maximum, so I have to crank the gain knob, which I just did.
OBS that's what it is though. That's what's going into StreamYard, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's at the maximum. I can't increase it anymore in OBS.
Okay, how about now?
Well, now I turned up the gain on the thing, and now it should be louder.
What gain though? What gain is it at? You got to map up
on the focus right.
That's bad. That's the bad one to turn up.
The only other thing I could possibly turn up is let me take a look. That's at 100.
You got to turn up the gain in your OBS settings. You got to turn up the gain in your settings.
Is the gain not the fucking thing? Okay, hold on.
Look, every stage has a gain, and you got to turn up the final gain stage before it goes into StreamYard. That's what. That's where you're messing up.
You want to turn up the output gain?
Correct. Output gain on the filters on OBS.
Test 1 1 2. Okay.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, but now it's at like 10. Is that good?
Now it's too loud.
No, now it's too loud.
Well, yeah, you got to find.
It looks to me like it's right in the yellow, so it should be perfect.
No, it's too loud.
You want it in the green?
Turn back down the gain on your focus rate. Turn that back to what it was. Otherwise, it's going to fuck up all your compressor and everything.
I even marked. Okay.
Now you turn up the output gain. Turn up the output gain on the software.
I have the output gain at like 5. How's
turn
it sound now? No, I just
say something
after
again.
Turning it up. Hello.
Turn it up a little bit more.
Hello. How are you?
A little bit more.
I'm putting it at 7. Hey, how's it going?
It's good. I think it's good.
How's that?
What do you guys think? I think it's probably sounding good.
Test 1 1 2.
My phone's out of batteries. My phone's out of batteries, so I can't tell.
All
Talent.
Right.
That's good.
The talent literally does never
perfection. Cade the Toad, I trust him. Windy Howler, I don't trust that bitch. Too fucking low. Lajawa, I don't know you. Steve, don't know you.
Here's my audio. Test the audio. Let me know if it sounds
I think
good.
Dick finds this funny. Yeah, hot fart, Dingledorf. I mean, this is the show. The show is this, but wrapping it around like problems. That's the whole fucking point. Okay, not Koof. Tell me, does it sound okay, Koof? Don't fucking
perfect.
lie.
Okay, but we should both talk at our normal voices so that people need to compare mine to yours.
He's way too low.
So you should say something.
All right. Yeah, well, I've been talking this whole time. I've been talking this whole time.
Test 1 1 2. Test 1 1 2.
You sound high to me, so you're probably good.
I hear somebody saying
probably good.
I'm seeing it sounds good.
But you have to know the person saying it. You can't just say I'm seeing. You have to know them.
I'm going to bump it a little more, and now it's bumped a little more.
From your output gain.
I have bumped the output gain, yes.
You might have gone up too high.
I only went up one more bump because a few people were saying it's too low.
Maybe bump it up again. Bump it up a little bit more.
No, I'm keeping it right here, and if anybody wants to say something, you can tell me.
Bump it up a little bit more.
Do you actually want me to bump it a little bit more?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay, it's now at 9.
You got to bump it up too much so you can back it off. That's how you do it.
Now it's at 9. How's that?
Oh, 9.
9 output gain.
Okay. I think we're cooking with grease.
All right. Well,
Sounds fine. Sounds fine to Trio Doug.
Sounds fine
Notorious
to Trio Doug.
Thumper. Okay, now do you have a Dremel?
I do have a Dremel, yes.
Have you ever used it for anything?
Yeah.
I have had a Dremel for 20 years. I only used it for one thing.
I used it. I 3D printed a thing, and I tried to sand it down with the Dremel, and it went horribly.
What did you print? Like something that needed to be sanded?
I printed a Godfather Games standee.
And then you sanded that with a fucking Dremel? Don't you think that's overkill a little bit?
This came out perfect. The stand came out bad. Actually, I used to buy these storage bins from Target, and I would put all my nice fancy video games in them, and then I opened them up, and I realized the lid had these like 4 protrusions that when you put the lid on, it just like slams into whatever's under it. I'm like, that fucked up a bunch of my cool shit. Oh well. So I had to take a Dremel and go to every lid and Dremel off the fucking little plastic nub so I could use those terrible storage boxes.
Oh man, the life of a collector.
The life of a collector is no good.
It's never easy.
It's never easy.
You just
all
want
day long. I've just been printing card dividers. What do you think about these? This is my own personal design. Very
X?
cool. Yeah, I know. I had to. Well, actually, it's not. They're not
like
ideal.
X.
It's not an X. It's like an asterisk. But this way, it uses less. If you just print a solid piece of plastic, it uses more of your plastic. This has the cutouts. It uses less of my plastic.
You cheaped out on the plastic. You figured out ways to.
Yeah, you got to put little holes in stuff because otherwise you're wasting all your fucking plastic, man.
You just printed out plastic rectangles.
Yeah, with little cutouts so that I use less plastic.
Why don't you just buy plastic rectangles?
I could, because I buy plastic rectangles, but let's be clear. These are the exact correct width. Look.
Oh my God, bro.
Okay.
Let me see.
So
get the fuck out of here, Vito. I have plastic things that fit in there perfectly.
No. Because look, these ones, first of all, they're white, so you can write the name of the set on them.
I have white ones that fit perfectly.
And no, you don't. They're not the right width for this box.
I promise you.
Exact right width.
I promise you. I'll bet you any amount of money.
And they're thicker than the ones you would get, okay? Because the ones you get are not that. No, they're not thick. You have
mine are about an inch and a half thick.
That fall apart. They're not flimsy. They don't work. These are an expert design of mine, and they work perfectly.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
Yeah. Am I serious about designing the perfect container thing? Yeah.
It's like a plastic slab with an X cut out in the middle, though.
I'm not like wickedly proud of it, but I needed fucking dividers, and I said, well, let me design one that's the perfect size for that box, and I did. I also made what else did I make? I've made all sorts of cool stuff.
Okay, let's see. You can easily get those. You can easily get those though.
These are better. These are the exact size.
All right.
I made a little stand for my
okay.
I've been making all sorts of stuff. I made these clips. I don't have any of them here. I'm making all sorts of stuff. You should see all this crap.
You should post pictures of it.
Here, I'll share. Hold on, I'll share my screen.
Okay.
Let me see if I can do that. Tinker dashboard. And look at all this, all these awesome things I'm designing. I'm a genius.
Is this your like private deviant art? But for
this is my private
shit?
deviant art. Yeah. Did I ever show you these? These are brilliant.
Wait a minute, what the fuck are these things? You designed these?
Yeah.
It's like a stick. It's like a rectangle with a no smoking thing on it.
Which one do you want to know about? I'll tell you about all of them. They're all useful.
Scroll up a little bit.
All right.
You've got like kind of a glory hole. What's that for?
This one?
Yeah.
This is actually, I have a shelf that is, dipping. It's like, because there's too much weight on it.
Particle
I
board,
put too much crap on it.
Old,
so instead of being smart and going to the store and buying a piece of wood and making a shelf, whatever.
Well, you can never get wood the right size, so you have to 3D print it.
Well, this I 3D printed, and it goes on the shelf, and then it's like a support. It adds a support in the middle, because there's no shelf in the middle. This is like I slide it into every shelf, and then it's perfect.
Why does it have holes?
So again, it uses slightly less plastic because it's very thick. All right, now here's the worst thing.
Looks like a piece of cheese.
Here we all have this problem: is when you have the collector boxes for your Magic the Gathering cards, and you go, how am I going to stack these? How am I going to display them? Well, what about Vito's interlocking? And I'll bring up the. You look at this thing and you go, well, that's not. What is the point of this? What is the point of this?
Yeah.
It's Vito's perfect interlocking Magic storage system where you print out each shelf and then they all slot into each other like Lego, and then you have this perfect little display shelf.
Why would you need that? Why would you need to display a bunch of boxes on? Why don't you just stack the boxes?
Because when I'm on Whatnot and I'm selling, somebody goes, hey, let me get a pack. Let me get a pack of Bloomborough, and otherwise they'd all be on top of each other. I'd be they'd be falling everywhere. Now I just go, look at this, slide it right out.
It looks flimsy. It's wiggling around.
And then I go, well, it's flimsy because I'm fucking with it right now, but it's not. It's like half off the desk. Very sturdy.
It looks like
very
knockoff.
Sturdy.
It does not look sturdy.
So you go, oh hey, let me get a pack of new Capenna. And you go, oh, absolutely, sir. Let me just slide.
Are you
that
like the guy
out.
like at a baseball game for?
Yeah. I could get a little. I'm gonna put little shoulder straps around this, so when I go to the that's not supposed to happen. Well, so when you go to the Magic convention, I could be walking around with this on a shoulder strap, and
spilling all over the place.
Magic packs, get your Magic packs here. All right, one of the shelves did not print correctly, but the rest of them are fine. That one had a little. But as long as you keep it on the desk, you're not supposed to pick it up.
Oh. You should print a label. You should print a 3D label. Don't pick this up.
I did make 3D labels.
Oh.
I made these little clips if you want to look at my screen. And
sure, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What's this? It's blank.
Oh, wait. Well, where is it? The original is set to private. This perfect little clip.
Oh, you ripped you ripped someone's design off.
No.
That's what happened. You remixed it. You ripped their design off.
No,
Daring Lundy Cream or whatever that is.
I remixed my own design. Okay.
Right, and then you hid your own design. Right.
So this is a perfect little clip, and what I do is I print out a label. Okay, so it'll say like, I'll print out the logo of
it just
Lord
looks like
a
rectangle. Why are you showing me this?
No, because look on top, it's got this little clip. So I first started, I was trying to figure out how to label my boxes. So I started off, it was going to be a Velcro system with interchangeable, these are interchangeable little labels, right? Okay. But then I said, hold on. What if I make a clip that clips onto the box? And then if I move stuff from the box, I can just move the clip with it. So I made these little clips.
Why don't you just use masking tape?
Well, I could have just printed out the stickers and put it on the boxes, but then if you want to change what's in the box, you go to take the sticker off, and then you rip off like part of the box. Okay. Why
don't you just have one of those little plastic like triangles that you put the label in? Why do you have to print it out?
What do you mean a plastic triangle? Well, because I don't like the ones they sell.
What do you mean
a
plastic triangle? It's just like when you go to a seminar or something and everyone's name tag is on, like a wedding.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. See, this is nice. I cut out part of the Spider-Man box and I put it on here to hold my Spider-Man cards. But let's say I eventually end up with too many Spider-Man cards.
Yeah, let's say.
To fit in the box.
Right.
Then I can't take this off. It's glued on there. Okay, so I'm going to rip the box. But now with the tag system...
Oh, no.
Okay, this is what I used to do. Now with the tag and clip system, I can just switch the clips around. This is nice.
What are you gonna do with all the boxes that have stickers on them?
I'll use them for like bulk cards or whatever. I mean, I could take the stickers off. It's just not ideal.
Okay. There you go. Let's start the show.
Oh, right. We have a podcast. I thought this was just the Vito's Cards Storage Hour. Vito's Card Storage Show.
Welcome. The biggest problem in the universe. The only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from drunken loops to dumping your poops. That's Major Woody. Sucks. From drunk person hysteria to Will Stancil, the most raped man in America. That's Guy Incognito. I'm your host, Dick Masterson. Joining me as always is Vito Gesualdi. How you
Hello,
doing?
Dick. Good. All my cards are getting organized.
Yeah, it was cool to see your process.
Thank you. There's a lot of troubleshooting.
Like watching those people who do painting streams, and it's wow, that's how that's crazy. It just comes out of nowhere. Wow. They had this whole vision up front, and then that's similar to you, like looking at your sketch. What was that called?
But don't you had a
a
3D printer, right? Or you have one?
I didn't. I used it like 3 times, and I gave it to my nephew.
Here's the thing: I
felt bad for not using it, but I couldn't think of anything to use it for.
Well, here's how you have to use it. You look at stuff in your life, and you go, "I could make a little box for that."
For you, it's called a coffin. That's what I would.
Yeah, I'm gonna 3D print a coffin. So, like, let's put it this way: I have like a switchers for all my HDMI devices. I'm a gamer.
Okay.
I have several video game consoles plugged in.
Okay.
But it's flopping all over the place. It's all light or whatever. So I go into the thing and I design a little stand that it slots into. And the first stand I designed, I go, I could add little screw holes to drill into the wall. And I go, well, actually, what if I added like a triangle feet and then it could just, sit on my thing. So I spend all day doing that. And then I never actually play the video games. And then I go to use it and I go, you know what, this thing just doesn't have enough ports anyway. And I buy a different one from Amazon. So if anybody needs an HDMI switcher with a custom designed 3D printed stand that I no longer need, let me know and I'll send it to you. It only has
That's
4
exactly
ports.
what I thought 3D printers were for. And that's why I never got into one.
Wasting time.
I'm not 12 years old. I don't have all day to
The
spend
worst part of the 3D printing community is 90% of the things they're printing is shit for the 3D printer. It's like you buy the printer just to print. Okay, so all the 3D printers, you've watched Detroiters, right? Remember the car that poops?
Maybe, yeah.
The guy goes, can you sell my car? And they're like, no, poop comes out the back of it. So I didn't realize my 3D printer, every time it changes the thread color, it's got to snip off the old thread.
Okay.
And I'm like, for some reason in my head, I'm like, yeah, that just disappears or something. And I didn't realize I went to like move the thing, and behind the dresser where I have the 3D printer was just 100 of these little spools of melted thread. Yeah, it's a machine that shits. It's literally a machine that has a shitting Yes, it's dumping little bits of flammable plastic down the back of my fucking next to an outlet.
Yeah.
And then I go, doesn't this thing come with like a little bin to collect it or something? And people go, well, you could print one.
That's,
no.
I mean, that's like, you should expect that though. You should expect to have to print some stuff for your 3D
Now I gotta
printer.
print a little bin. I gotta print holders for the fucking plastic spools. It's like all you do is print fucking accessories for it. You never print anything useful.
What? Well, because it's asinine. If something was useful, you'd buy it at the store.
And then you just print these fucking things. I mean, it's never enough.
That definitely exists at the store. Definitely.
Yeah, I printed a key hook. I had told my wallet it's not big enough for my wallet, so now I got to print another one. It's like constantly printing things that are not as useful as you thought they would be.
Why don't you just run it and let like people pick what to print?
I do still have this guy though, so this is fun.
Yeah, that's cool. You could probably buy that though.
No, well, yeah, you can buy it from somebody else who 3D printed it.
Did you draw the eyes on it?
No, it came. This was a gift that was given to me. So, but I'm saying,
so you didn't 3D print it?
No, I didn't 3D print this, but I could if I wanted to. I did print this. So this is nice. This is good.
Okay.
Print them little standees.
Are you ready for
life?
It's babysitting a drunk. That was a big winner.
I guess everybody's had that experience.
Yeah, and you know what? Everybody's going to have it again. That's the worst part.
You can get sober friends, stay away from the drunkies. I don't know.
Nah.
The worst is when you live with a drunk, though. When you're living with your drunk roommate friend, who I had for many years. Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
you can't get away from them. You go, I just want to sit here and play Borderlands 1 on the Xbox 360, a brand new video game that just came out. And this bitch is just there drunk going, this game's gay. You're fucking gay. This game's gay. Why do you play these gay games? Yeah, I know. All right. Yeah, I did have a female roommate.
Yeah, and
she was a lush.
When they tell you about their idea for a game, I guess a woman probably didn't do that, but that's it.
No, she probably did, actually.
Did I ever tell you about this idea I had for a game? Like, oh, man. Come on,
They all got something going on in their head.
It's like an interactive
They all got
presentation,
ideas.
You know? Okay, not automatically getting deals. Oh, this was a Vito sweep.
Vito sweep.
Will
That means you
Stansel.
have to do the punishment dance.
You said we weren't doing that last week. Or a week
The punishment dance?
Yeah.
I think we should implement it. We should have a little song. Dick didn't win the show.
I told you to
and
send a
both
song
his
in.
problems were bad. This is the song right now. So I'm going to just record this and add a fucking beat under it.
Okay.
Dick's problems were bad, and now he is sad because he lost, and Vito's the best, and Vito won the show.
It's great. All right.
Nailed
no poop allowed. Really got.
Well, you
hammered,
were
man.
getting hammered on that because I saw a lot of comments about that.
Because everyone's like buying into this idea. Big Trash sold them this idea that they're like so powerful and they have the ability to like compost and sort stuff. So they have this. They have nothing else in their lives. So they just obsess about controlling that little piece of trash. You know?
Yeah.
It's just
pathetic. I think people just don't want poop. I think it was like a candy bar wrapper, they'd be okay with it. Specifically, though, you're putting poo-poo in other people's stuff.
I've done it a lot since then, too.
Well, you should stop. You should
I walk in people's
system.
yards, too. Just let the dog go in the grass. Like, whatever. Walk around.
I will. There is that awkward thing when, like, a neighbor's dog, they're, like, in front of your house, the dog's pooping on your lawn.
Yeah.
And it's like the dog. See, you're one of these dog owners who just goes, what are you going to do about it? It seems like. Dog's
I'm like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have a lot of like, you know, it's always like Asian women in my neighborhood walking their dogs around. And sometimes I'll come outside and I catch the dog just shitting on my lawn. And the Asian ladies are always very embarrassed and apologetic when they go, oh, I'm so sorry, make a poo-poo. Oh, I queen. And I'm like, yeah, you queen. It's fine. And, but, you know, it sounds like you're not considerate in such a way.
No, I don't care. One of my neighbors has AstroTurf all over their front lawn. And then they put a little sign on there that said, don't let your dog pee on the AstroTurf.
On my AstroTurf? Does it fuck up AstroTurf, I guess? That would make sense.
Well, yeah, because it's just carpet. Like this AstroTurf fake grass shit is gross. It's just wild animals pissing on plastic. But the dog's always going to go sniff it because the coyotes and stuff piss on it. So the dogs are interested in that, and it smells, you know, weird and chemically. So like, what the fuck's going on here? So you always got to yank him away. So then my dog will go piss on the other thing of AstroTurf, and I'm always like, well, they didn't put a sign on this one, so, you know. It must be fine.
I mean, you know what? Your neighborhood does have a lot of coyotes, which I'm sure are pissing and shitting on everything.
There's a coyote shit right next to the sign that says "Don't let your dog," and they're dumb, so they're probably like, "Oh, it's these damn dogs are doing this." But
well, the other weird thing though about your neighborhood though is that everybody has a fucking dog. I don't know what it is about living on top of a mountain that makes you people want to own dogs.
House and yard and families.
Anytime okay, that's what it is.
Well, because you have to
Everybody's
protect
got
yourself from
money.
like criminals and stuff. It's like good to have a dog.
Yeah, but you guys all have
do you
like
mean?
sissy fucking rich people dogs. Nobody's got like a guard dog.
What? Sissy rich people, dog? Since when?
You think Maddie's gonna protect you from anything?
A lab? Yes. Are you kidding me? She almost killed Zerka.
That dog is
a 65-pound dog will kill you. Black people are terrified of them. Are you kidding me?
Well, you can scare away black people. That's true. But I don't see any
How big of a dog do you think you could fight? How big of a dog do you think it takes to protect your house?
I could fight all the dogs. I could fight. I've fought many animals in my time. Probably too many. So I'm trying to stop, but if it came to it...
Rich people's sissy dog. A lab.
I'm not saying your dog is one of them, but a lot of the dogs I see up there are not like... You're acting like everybody up there's got a fucking Rottweiler.
Everybody has a fucking yard. They've got huskies. They've got all kinds of big dogs. There are a couple small dogs, I guess.
Living in mansion land.
You're talking about...
It's in
You're talking about Beverly Hills.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying you live in Beverly Hills, but it's, rich people in LA.
It's not rich people dogs up here.
There's not everybody, but I've seen more than a few. Okay.
Okay, here's the comments for last week's content. Dante's Lament says, fuck this. I just clicked on the channel and started reading content. 404 says, fuck this channel, it's dead. I'm tired.
Read the good comments. There were good ones.
These are all, I just go by top. WTG
no. Don't go
International.
by top.
Glad I missed this stream. Yikes.
Top is performative. These are people putting on like a show,
Metroids224 says, do this shit on your personal channel, he said.
This is just people. Okay, so here's what people do is they go,
Scythe says, fuck this Let's Play shit.
A pointlessly negative comment because it will get upvoted and then I'll feel like I did something. But if it's not an actual
show episode, I don't want it on my timeline.
If you dig down to the people who actually watch it, they'll say, let me take a look here. Can we get
Destro says, Vito,
That's
biggest problem is a radio show, right? Whenever you do a stand-in episode, don't do a gaming stream. I don't want to be putting this on our car as we drive to work, hearing loud crashing and bashing, drown out someone responding to game mechanics. Do a call-in show or respond to current events or talk to your audience or do a stand-up routine or something we can listen to.
Well, first of all, you were sick and I didn't see it until like an hour before the show, so I wasn't going to plan a call-in show and... I guess I could just have thrown it together, but I think that would have been whatever. And I'm like, I'll fucking it.
You could just not do a
I didn't go late. Whatever. It was Halloween. Yeah. It's 8 o'clock at night. I go, I'll play a spooky video game. And then a bunch of people that don't understand, hey, if something shows up on my feed, I don't have to click on it. But there are people who watch the show. They're
excited, though. You're getting them excited, and then they
get
turn
excited.
It on and
Come be excited. Playing video games is fun.
Not when you're expecting a comedy show. It's not.
Just go,
hey,
this
a comedy
is something
show.
Different.
A guy playing video games, fucking great.
It was funny playing the video games were funny. It was I got attacked by a monster and I was screaming. And I'm like, a spooky monster.
Enormous King Crab says, keep this garbage on your own channel. Thumbs up, sarcastically.
Yeah.
Hack the Movies said, you should be ashamed of this.
And I responded to him and I said, and yet I'm not.
Okay, well, here's
Hack the Movies says I should be. Let's see the most recent Hack the Movies content.
You said that you responded to it. So
no, hold on. I want to see.
You got your response in.
So Tony shaved off his beard so he could be Wario. Let's see. Tony's exciting content. My thoughts on the Scream 7 trailer. Looks.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that Tony never shaved that beard, man. It does not.
He looks great. He looks like Wario.
Real quick, I want to share the screen. He looks like Wario.
It looks cool.
Here is Tony from Hack the Movies without a beard talking about this.
So?
He looks great.
That's not Tony from Hack the Movies. That's a lady.
No.
That's Joel McHale's Mark.
He looks great.
From Scream
he looks
3.
fantastic.
He looks like Tom Holland.
His head looks smaller than ever. That's what I'd have to say.
His beard adds like a couple inches.
Why does he look, for some reason with his beard gone, it looks like all the life's been sucked out. His eyes are like half closed. Tony,
I thought cool. He's got hamburger eyes. That's cool.
I thought his eyes normally are more open and energetic. Is he high or some shit?
He's just doing some content, man. That's what people. He's saying what people want to see, movie reviews, and then they tune in, and it's not like him eating a cheeseburger or some shit. It's doing exactly what people think. I
thought I had beady psychopath fucking murderer eyes, but I'm looking at this guy, and it's like the thing about the Scream trailer is
looks cool. He looks like a Clint Eastwood.
What's that surgery you can get where your eyes are a little more open so you don't look so he looks sleepy.
Ectomy.
Yeah, he needs an analectomy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
cool.
Tony looks great.
Okay,
he's looking good. Never shave that beard, Tony.
Some guys said a whole paragraph about the cable charges.
Cable charges?
Yeah, about getting a cable promotional rate, and then he called and got it. Really tedious comment. Guy with a squiggly name says, Will Stansel's reaction of people making fun of him reminds me so much of Maddox. He spends all day calling people Nazis and stalkers on that Blue Sky website.
He's really living his best life.
Josh Hill says 30 minutes after Dick reads a comment about hearing the same stories, Vito tells the Indian call center story for the 4th time. Thanks,
I need to make a list of every story I've told on this stupid show, and then I can just reference it and go, you've already told that one.
Henry Dorset Case says, wow, I can't believe Vito has 2 kinds of diabetes, and neither are type 1 or 2. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got the rare type. I got type 4 diabetes.
Yeah.
The third variety. You ever know that classic sci-fi story? I think it was Philip K. Dick.
No.
Where he goes, I found this little kid. He's a war orphan, and they shoot it in the head. And he goes, why'd you kill that kid? And they rip open his head, and it says the first version 1. And they go, those are murder robots. Those are the kid version. They suck. And they're like, the old man is version 2, and then the war soldier is version 4. And we haven't found version 3 yet.
It's so that
everybody
guy,
in
shoot
the
him.
Everybody, well, then they're all looking at each other, trying to be like, "Oh, I want to shoot that guy in the head and see if his brain is stamped with version 3."
Yeah,
that's a good story.
Was it?
Was it? No, it was one of them. I'm not going to tell you who it was.
Come on, which
one of them's a robot. They made it into a movie, but I don't remember what the movie's called.
It's called The Thing.
No, that's different. Second Variety was the name of the novel. Screamers is the movie. The movie Screamers.
Screamers?
Yeah.
I thought I saw that.
Starring Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably saw it.
They're like, ah!
Well, no, I don't think.
Ah! They're going around.
Is that what it was? Honestly, I don't remember if they scream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're nicknamed Screamers for their signature high-pitched noise. Okay, yeah. Robot people.
Captain Obscurity says, I'm a landfill engineer, and I was totally with the Dick on his problem until Vito pointed out that the can in question was a yard waste bin.
Boom.
No, Dick, it does not all go to the same place. In this case, every landfill that I've ever worked with, like he has to say he's a landfill engineer, and then it's every landfill that I've ever worked at. Like, okay,
everyone,
every landfill in the whole world.
Landfill
is very serious about separating compostable yard waste with regular trash. So they do it at the landfill. Is that what I'm hearing? They do it at the same place where everything goes. Regular trash
comes to the landfill, and then they go, "Oh, this it's all covered in poop, and they can't use it, and then they got to put it."
Get rid of
regular
it
trash.
No, throw it in the regular trash then.
No,
I don't care. Buried in the active face. Regular trash is buried in the active face of the landfill, using insider words, while compostable yard waste is sent to a completely different part of the facility, where it's grinded up and piled into windrows for it to decompose into compost. That's not a real thing. This is unlike recycling, by the way, which is mostly BS. If your recycle bin is picked up by the same truck that picks up your trash, then it means it will get sorted through a transfer station, and some of the good recyclables will get picked out and recycled. But most of it will probably just end up getting buried in the landfill. Yeah. Okay.
So you're a bad person, and you don't know how to recycle.
This guy's lying. He's fucking part of... Israel has
like
some
everybody who
leftover
commented on my Resident Evil gameplay
money.
Was lying. I agree. There's a lot of liars in our audience.
No, liar. People telling the truth only say like a little bit. Once they write a whole paragraph like this, obvious lie. Mr. Andy
a lot of
Cretan
liars
says,
out there.
Wild and Crazy Kids was a Nickelodeon game show that had guests from other shows, and Donkey Lips was on it. Figure It Out was a main game show with Nickelodeon stars as panelists, but it came a few years after Silly Choice. Is this like a How It's Made writer? What the hell was that? Okay. Chris Coles, I've never been so Team Vito as I was hearing him defend the sanctity of bins. I nearly started a race war on my street because some cunt kept putting half-eaten pizzas in my recycling bin.
Oh my
What a
God.
lunatic. I don't mind people putting stuff in my bins, but fuck me, use the correct one. Why? They're literally next to each other. Why?
Because one goes one place and the other one goes to another place.
Who gives a fuck where it goes?
They go in different fucking what do you call it? Different trucks pick them up.
One goes to the gay people trash dump.
You
I don't
ever
wanna use
see the
that
way
one.
Japan handles trash?
Yeah, they don't let it in.
That's different. I'm talking about actual rubbish. They treat it very seriously. They sort it. If you go around the streets of Japan, there's not trash cans.
That's just because they like
fucking
doing that
flowing
shit.
into the street.
They all love sorting shit, and then
They
it
love
all goes to the
not
same
living
place
in
too. It doesn't
filth.
matter.
They enjoy not living in filth. It's beautiful there. You go to Japan and you go, oh wait, you can just have a metropolitan city that isn't covered in trash and graffiti and a guy carving his
all full of
fucking
Asian
name
white people.
into the subway. You go to buy a subway ticket and someone hasn't carved their fucking name into the screen for no reason.
Okay, so when the government starts sorting people into the correct bin, I'll start sorting my trash into the correct bin. How's that?
That would
Deal.
be nice. I agree. Look,
Deal.
We'll see what
Deal.
happens.
Okay.
We're fucked.
Are you have anything?
Yeah, play a song for a bit.
Whoop. Okay,
See, this is
I'm
why I
playing
make
one.
all this stuff. I love organization.
Who's making more
Let's see, how
trash?
how much intro did you leave in, genius? There we go.
Perfect amount.
Calling Vito fat. Who's gonna pay your bills with no super chats? I bet we'll see Dick Silver before a comic. Oinktober.
Oinktober's
Who's
over.
gonna vote it up?
Well, yeah, we probably sent it before. We missed the show.
Tonight.
I'm going to say he was on time.
gonna vote
Welcome to
it up?
Vote It Up, guys. Let's talk about some problems. Dick, this one's from all the way back in episode 97, the problem of activist ice cream. Do you remember this problem?
Oh yeah, Ben and Jerry.
This is Ben and Jerry, who at the time were trying to stop the sales of Ben and Jerry's ice cream in Israel. They said no more. The Jews are not allowed to have our ice cream because of what
Ben
they've
and Jerry
done.
said that?
Yeah.
I thought they were
tried
Jewish.
Well, yeah, they're Jewish, but they're like the we hate ourselves Jews. You know, they're like they're hippie fucking New England Jews.
They're anti-Israel?
Here, Ben and Jerry's will end sales of our ice cream, and it was occupied Palestine. They said we will no longer.
You can't buy ice cream in they're calling Israel occupied Palestine?
I guess so. We believe.
Wow.
Well, this was the original problem.
Whoa.
Okay, they said we had a long-standing partnership with our licensee who manufactured Ben and
base
Jerry's
department.
in Israel.
We've got your ice cream in stock. Really? So
Yes.
Ben and Jerry's is the ice cream of the Groypers?
Well, here's the thing. When we announced it, they had said we're going to stop selling it in occupied Palestine.
Right.
We didn't do a follow-up on the story, however,
They still
which
sold
is
it?
Unilever, who owns Ben and Jerry's, said, "No, you have to sell the ice cream. You shut the fuck up. We don't care. We're Unilever. Like we
It's
bought
Jewish
you.
on Jewish crime.
It's Jewish on
Yeah.
Jewish crime, yes. It's, the more powerful, more money Jews told the hippie
bigger
New
ones ate
England
the little
Jews.
ones. Yeah.
The Vermont Jews. They said, go have fun in Vermont, Vermont Jews, but you're not stopping our ice cream. Well, Ben and Jerry's co-founder, Ben Cohen, good name, is retaliating by launching his own private brand of watermelon-flavored ice cream for Palestine. After
Watermelon?
Unilever, yeah, I don't know what that's.
It's really
to.
annoying that because Palestine's flag is like a watermelon.
Is it?
But watermelon was already taken. You can't have a race be watermelon race.
That's Nigeria's ice cream. That's the sport Nigeria. All right, so you got a Palestine. Unilever refused to approve the flavor, so they were going to put this out under the Ben & Jerry's label. They were going to make a watermelon ice cream to support Palestine. Unilever said, no, shut up, stop. Cohen announced this on Instagram, saying he will be selling the flavor independently. How the fuck does that work? How do you independently? How's he? Yeah, I'm saying, like, how's he gonna get it into the fucking store? He just shows up with a trunk full of ice cream and says, "Can you guys sell my Palestine ice cream?" It's not like he can ship the fucking.
It's just
stuff.
Ben's ice cream. He's doing
Ben's ice cream. Yeah, I think Jerry is either dead or is like, listen, man, hey, I'm tired of all this activism shit. Just take the money and run. He's inviting followers to help.
Why doesn't he have
choose...
like these goddamned and the flavor? Instead of like watermelon, whatever, like these goddamn J pistachio or something like that.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
These goddamn J Jubilee.
I will say this: his ideas for names are
Hitler
questionable.
Heath Bar Crunch.
Hitler Heath Bar Crunch. I don't think that's what he's
Caramel
gonna name
Kanye, something like that.
He wants us to help choose the name, which you seem to be helping him with.
Yeah,
his
send
ideas.
some good ones in.
Yeah, send him all your ideas.
Holocaust Crunch, right?
No,
like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Holocaust Crunch. His ideas were Sweet Resistance or From the River to the Seeds, which is a terrible...
From the river to the seeds? Ew!
Yeah, when you think about watermelon, you don't want to think about the seeds, first
of all. From the river
Second
to the
of all,
cinnamon. From the river to the...
From the river to the something other than that entirely. I think Ben Cohen is just an old man who's lost his mind.
What was the other one? What was the other one?
Sweet Resistance. It's not that good.
Sweet Resistance.
And don't they already have pecan? You know they already have Pecan Resist. Is one of the Ben & Jerry's flavors. So he's like doubling up. Yeah, it's like We Can Resist. Pecan
Sounds
Resist.
like he can resist.
It's not clever at all. Anyway, so right now, if you want to help Ben Cohen, I think he's just a crazy old man who goes, I'll make my own ice cream and bring it to the stores and I can just put it on the shelves. It's like, no, there's got to be like distribution.
How about vermiculite chip?
Yeah.
Does that work?
Sure. How about Triumph of the Chill? And it's very cold. I like that the show has devolved into us struggling to come up with clever titles because we know they're right there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of one about the USS Liberty. USS Liberty.
Okay, well, we've completely failed at this. Go to ChatGPT and see if it has any ideas.
Nah,
that's,
won't work.
Again, Activist Ice Cream, currently number 416 with 202 upvotes. And
that's not a problem, though. These are good guys.
These are good guys who are trying to give me some names for Jewish
ChatGPT is not gonna do this one.
Ice cream.
You got to go to Grok at least.
Here are some fun and clever Jewish-themed ice cream. Oi Vanilla, Mazel Toffee Crunch, Kugel Crunch, Sabbath Swirl.
No, see, it's all positive.
Yeah. Dreidel Dazzle. I don't think I can ask it for Holocaust. Can you give me...
You got to go to Gabs. You got to go to Gab AI. Gabs AI.
Holocaust-themed ice cream names. What is ChatGPT going to say? I cannot create Holocaust-themed ice cream names that would trivialize a genocide and cause harm. Oh, well.
Holocaust Toast Crunch. That's the best one.
Holocaust Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Well, Dick, I got another food problem for you, or should I say a lack of food. This is from episode 205, a recent one, which was the myth of food insecurity.
Oh, that was
or
a
as
good one.
I had put it, Americans pretending they're hungry.
Dude, they really are. Every single one is fatter than the last, crying about Snap.
Well, a federal appeals court today has left in place an order requiring President Donald Trump's administration to provide full SNAP food benefits for November, despite the U.S. government shutdown. So even though the government is shut down, Trump has demanded the appeals court suspend these court orders so it does not have to fulfill SNAP benefits. But again, the federal appeals court says, no, you must give these people their food. They're starving. Currently under SNAP, an individual can receive a monthly maximum food benefit of nearly $300 and a family of four up to $1,000. That is currently, and those benefits will be going out. The poor are celebrating that they get access because they can't, there's nothing to eat. They can't eat. They need the money to eat.
They got cats. They could eat the cats.
I really wanted to see what happened in a world where they don't have SNAP for a month. It was going to be interesting.
Is that really happening? It's really going out? They can't stop that?
Current as of today, it's going out. Trump's fighting it, but we'll see. Did you see people were going to Walmart and they were taking videos of how peaceful the store is?
Why they're going? Because there's
nobody in there using SNAP. So they're just like, oh my God, it's the promised land. The aisles are clear. There's not crap everywhere. They're just walking around. And I was like, wow, I kind of want to experience that world. But California is one of the first states that made sure that SNAP got continued or something.
Oh,
so I'm not going to get. Yeah, we fought. We said you have to get. Well, California gets more SNAP benefits than any other state currently.
Wow, it's a big state.
It is a big state. Yeah, I think by capita it's like New Mexico or something. Which states get most? Anyway,
you don't need to look everything up. It's fine.
It's interesting to me. New Mexico gets the most SNAP benefits as a percentage of population, followed by Oregon and Louisiana, all of whom will continue getting those benefits because the feds said, "Look at how hungry they are. They're so hungry."
Yeah.
You see another state, they passed higher taxes so that kids get free food at the school. And I go, again,
they already get that.
I thought that too, but they're like, they need more. They need more free food. And I'm like,
the companies that have the food contracts need more money.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be.
The food that they give them is so bad.
It's somebody saying Supreme Court already granted Trump's appeal. I pulled this news story.
Starve, you fat fucks! Yes!
I pulled this like an hour ago. So
Too late. You brought in fucking bogus content. You brought in bogus, outdated content. All right, is that it?
Nah, that is it. That is all. We'll see what happens.
I removed the thing.
I was reading, man. So you can just buy other people's SNAP benefits from them somehow?
Yeah, some, like, it's just like the voter fraud shit. Like, people go, oh, so what are you saying? Like, you'll take somebody to the store and buy all their groceries for $2,000 and they'll just give you $500? Like, yeah. I was like, well, why would you even want $500? Like, for drugs, idiot. They're buying a bunch of food to sell in their 7-Eleven or whatever other, shithole they're running, and then they're giving you money for drugs. That's the scam. That's happening every day. All over the place.
Snap's handled with like a card, right? Like a debit card.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't send you a new card every month. It's like it gets loaded on there and use the same card.
Yeah, it's all on computers.
Yeah, so you got to bring a guy. I'm trying to figure out how to scam Snap, but now I got to find a guy, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know. I was trying to figure this out too.
Because I was hearing somebody, they're like, oh, I just like buy other people's Snap like from them. And I'm like, well, what do you mean?
Right.
Like you buy the card? How? Because like, don't they need the card next month?
No, you can get another one, obviously. You just like.
But so every month
you
go,
walk
I
out
lost
in the
my
street.
Snap card?
The government has these speakers all over every major city where you walk out in the street and you hold your hand up and you go, I'm black, please help. And they'll send some people over they'll send a little guy on a scooter who will come by with an iPhone and a new Snap card and a Weave gift certificate.
Have you seen the TikToks of the guy who goes to the ghetto and he's got a box and on the left side is like one of those mini bottles of like Fireball whiskey, and on the right side is a Big Mac container. And connected to the Big Mac container, if you pull it up, it comes up with like $100 in like 20s that are like taped together. And he goes up to homeless people with the box and he goes, "Do you want liquor or food?" And it's just and every homeless person goes, "You know, I just, it's been a hard day. I can use some liquor." And he's like, "Okay, go ahead and take it." I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. Like,
does anybody ever take the other one?
Eventually, he finds one guy with like a sob story who goes, "Oh, when I don't drink no more, I come to America." And you go, I don't want the sob story. I just want to see people getting tricked into not getting hundreds of dollars. That's the funny part.
Nah, it's fake though. Like that Caleb Hammer shit. Fake.
Caleb, you are obsessed with calling Caleb Hammer fake. It's bizarre.
It's fake. All he's doing is fake. All those interviews are fake.
What are you talking about? They're actual guys who are going in there.
They're actual guys, but they're faking it. They're doing fake.
He's good at manipulating stupid people. He's smart at that. He gets them to say crazy things.
Would it be easier to fake it?
No.
Obviously, the answer is yes. It would be easier to fake.
You would get found out immediately. Somebody would track that guy and be like,
Springer.
"I know that guy. I know that guy."
Fake.
Springer had real guys too. Springer had actual guests.
Not after a while, no.
You think because you went on Dr. Phil and you hoodwinked them one time?
I didn't. I meant what I said. I was the only real person on that show.
All right. We got to get Caleb Hammer. Come on here, say hi. I like that.
Why?
Guy.
He's faking it. Why would you want to?
All right, well, you can accost him about it. We can argue with him. You think everything's
not going to admit it, though.
Well, point out, find some inconsistencies, and you can call him out.
It's obvious.
Who's gonna pay your bills?
Anyway, if anybody wants to sell me their SNAP benefits, I'm reading stories of guys. They go, "I get $3,000 worth of food for like $100." I'm like, how are you doing this?
Caleb Hammer interviews now his audience who's faking it. He's interviewing his audience who are playing it up that they're so stupid. Oh man, I'm so fucking dumb. It's fake. It's fucking fake. Everything he does is fake.
Sure
it's rage bait. Fake.
I'm sure people come in all fired up, but that doesn't mean their actual financial situations are fake. You don't know.
I know.
Okay.
And then he interviewed the Governor Whitmer or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's when I went, what are you doing with this Whitmer shit?
Stupid.
You know what would be good, honestly, if we had Dick Masterson's financial advice and you just sit a guy down and you
yourself.
Just go, I owe all this money. That's a good skit. Financial advisor guy calls in. He goes, "I got $100,000 in a debt and student loans. How do you think how should I deal with this?" It's not about like getting a shotgun and just ending it. Because I got to be real, like that's a lot of
it's a lot of money.
Man,
you're never gonna.
That's a lot of money. You're never gonna come back.
You have any investments? Of course not. Of course you don't have any investments.
Well, what you're going to want to do is aim for the roof of the mouth, because if you miss the brain, then you're going to owe even more fucking money in medical bills, okay? So you got to aim a little bit upwards. All right. Here's my problem, Dick. I just decided to upgrade my computer. I was putting it off for a while. I bought some of the parts, and then I said, let's just buy the rest of the parts. Let's get it. My computer started running slow, right? And I said, maybe it's time to upgrade. I want to bring my
it's a little clogged. The pipes get a little clogged.
The pipes were a little clogged. Well, I've been reading about the ability to use Intel QuickSync to speed up my Premiere Pro rendering times, and I said that could perhaps increase my workflow. That could be useful, and okay. I can get a new solid state. I don't understand the difference. There was the solid state drive that was big, and then they had the one that was thin, and now I got one that's fat, and I go, okay, I got 3 types of solid state drive. Maybe this one's faster. All the power. I got all the power now.
What do you need a new computer for?
Well, again, my computer was running slow. I knew it was outdated, and I figured if I could be running the Adobe suite at a higher level and video editing could go more smoothly.
That sounds like some shit that someone who's selling you a computer would say. Like, your computer's going slow. Like, what do you mean slow?
The new Series 2 Intel chips have the quick sync. That's what I want. I want the quick sync.
Is this an AI thing? Do you want it for AI so you can try to do Will Stancil? Like something like a ripoff of that?
No, because I'm not running any of. I mean, I guess I could try running AI stuff natively. I just use all the fucking online workflows.
Nah, you gotta run it natively. That's what you need.
But if you run it natively, then you gotta constantly fucking update it with some new fucking thing.
Models,
and you never know which.
It's cool. You gotta
Yeah,
update
but then
the model.
You try to switch in the fucking model or whatever. You go like huge tits version 4, but then huge tits version 4 doesn't work with
you know,
hot
track.
anime lady version
keep track,
2.
Man.
So you gotta, and you're like, this is fucking. I'll just have one site do the whole fucking thing.
What site are you using with huge tits anime?
You go to that, what is it, civ.ai or whatever?
I don't know. Yeah, but what are you running? Where are you running it?
I'm not running it anymore. This was when I first started running it, and then I was like, "This is and then I'm like, "This is a nightmare." I gotta mix and match models and.
So what do you
train
mean?
a
What do you do it
model.
now? Where are you running AI now?
I'm paying for the Google VO Flow, which is pretty good. Well, it's not Google. It's just called VO.
You can't make any pornography on that, can you?
No, you cannot make pornography.
Now? What are you fucking? Why was there always this like the background sound?
I'm trying to remember what the name of the fucking thing is.
Well,
You cannot make pornography, but you saw my excellent super killer AI video, of course. Everyone loves that. I'm learning the tech. Okay, it's not that bad.
Okay, all right.
It's not that bad.
All right, so you're buying a computer. Then what?
I buy a computer. Here's the problem. You just want the computer to work, and it doesn't work.
Get a Mac.
Trying to figure out why is fucking impossible.
Well,
My problem is troubleshooting a computer.
Get out of
is
here.
a nightmare. Okay.
You should be building a computer then.
I built it, it works, but it's just like shit just keeps going wrong, and I go, oh, now I gotta figure out what the fuck's
Define
wrong.
works. Oh, shit's going wrong all the time.
Okay, let's put it this way. I plug in the monitor. I'm using the 2 monitors. It's great. And then the computer goes to sleep, right? You know, it goes to sleep and your monitors turn off.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, that's fine. I'll just jiggle the mouse and it'll come back on. And I jiggle the mouse and one of the monitors comes back on.
Yeah,
and the other one doesn't come back on.
Are you using 2 different types?
I have one HDMI and one DisplayPort monitor.
Yeah,
okay.
fucked up.
So I jiggle the mouse and it goes, I'm sorry, we can't really find this DisplayPort. And I go, oh, that's fine. I'll just like unplug the cord, plug it back in.
It's not going to work.
And it's like, no, this monitor is now officially. And then you look it up. You go, hey, I got this problem. My DisplayPort monitor, when it goes to sleep, the computer can't wake it back up. And you find a forum thread from 12 years ago where they go, yeah, that just happens. And you go, well, what's the solution? They go, well, you can try one of 100 different things, and none of them will work. And you go, so wait, they just know that this is a problem and there's no way to fix it? And they go, I mean, no, not really. There's really nothing you can do.
Yeah.
And the worst part is eventually you figure out the fix, which is I need to plug it into the graphics card and not the other port.
Right.
And I go, why does the forum thread that's been going on for 12 years?
Because did you go back and post the answer?
You gotta go, no, because I gotta log into fucking some old Microsoft, whatever the fuck. Okay, and then you're reading through. It's like Microsoft admins being like, "Well, have you tried refreshing your cache?" And blah 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 blah. It's like for 8 fucking. It's the same with like anytime I try to figure out what's going on with Premiere, where I go, "Hey, all my preview frames are black," and they go, "Yeah, that's been a noted issue for the last 6 years, and we have no idea why it's happening, and we're never going to fix it."
Why don't you just get a Mac if you're doing like Premiere stuff? Why don't you just get like a professional type of computer?
I don't think people don't really edit video on Mac, is my understanding.
Your understanding of what?
Well, I mean, remember when Final Cut was like everybody's using Final Cut, and then Apple completely ruined Final Cut?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now,
do you think people are using PCs?
You know what? I don't know, but I don't want to learn how to use a Mac. What computer?
It just works. Oh my god, the fucking
use?
typing! Get the hell out of here!
Powerful Windows PCs.
If you type again, that's it. If I hear typing again, I'm out.
I want to know.
I'm quitting.
Okay, people
it's
use
so bad.
First of all,
it's so bad.
Because I use Adobe Premiere Pro, and I think it works better in Windows with an Intel chip because you need the quick sync. And I don't think you can get the quick sync on the Mac.
How many videos are you making, though?
Well, I want to make more, but the fucking rendering times take forever, so now I can make more because I'm not just sitting there. And right now, when I was rendering a video on my old machine, I couldn't do anything else except sit there and wait for it to fucking render. But now I can multitask. Now I can render a video, and I overclocked the thing, which is probably going to melt the chip or whatever.
Why'd you overclock it?
Well, because it said it made it 3 seconds faster. So fuck it, whatever.
Good job.
Yeah, I really nailed it.
So you got a computer parts. You don't really know how they work together, and they're messing up, and all your software's messed up.
Everything's messed up. Okay,
yeah,
then
you didn't get a Mac. All right.
It's not because I didn't get a Mac. Okay, look, the PC. You need the PC. It's got the power. You can get a dedicated graphics card to blast all the fucking graphics or whatever the fuck. All right. The whole point is your computer. You'd think at this point Windows would have shit that like every once in a while just pops up and says, "Hey, your computer's fucked for this reason, and fix this right now, and you'll be happy." Right. Like that's all I want. I want a program that says, "Hey, I noticed this part of your computer is totally fucked." For instance, they go, you don't have enough room on your C drive. This is what I hate, is when they're like, you're running out of space on your hard drive.
So that warning happens all the time.
Yeah, that warning happens, but can't they go, by the way, we noticed all these folders full of some 3D modeling program that you thought you uninstalled 5 years ago, but we decided to leave all the temp files in this one folder that are like 20 gigs in size and not tell you about it for a fucking decade. And you go, why the fuck is this here? And they go, yeah, that's just sitting there. Why is there not a button that just says, you haven't accessed this file in a billion years? I have that on my phone. My phone tells me when my fucking apps, I don't touch them. Why does Windows not have that shit? And I'm sure there's some third-party application that does it.
Yeah, OmniDisk.
Okay, so now I got to download OmniDisk, and then I'll try to install OmniDisk, and it won't install. And then I go to the website, and I go, when I try to uninstall OmniDisk, the thing just keeps spinning, and it says warning initializing.
But what?
And then they say,
like...
did you run it as administrator? And I go, why? If I'm the administrator, do I need to run everything as administrator? Can't it just assume I'm the administrator? Because, yeah, you really got to run it as administrator. And then you got to go into the command line, and you got to adjust this fucking hexadecimal code. And I'm like, for the love of fuck, can anything just work normally?
At what point is your life more of dicking around with computer stuff than it is you living your life? Like, at what point are you mostly just like a
I just get my computer to the point where it's working enough, and then I settle. Okay, and I go, I know I'm not getting the maximum performance out of this thing, and it's slow, and parts of it aren't working. But you're not
doing anything. Who cares about performance?
And my Chrome install is probably fucking broken.
Do you think Emily Eustace was like obsessing about performance while she was making the Will Stancil show?
Well, I don't know. Do you think, was she making it on her computer, or was she using one of these services? I don't fucking know.
Well, she's got to render it, but then cut it up, edit it, and put it together. That's all on her computer.
Yeah, like I did with the Super Killer fucking AI, which is fantastic, and everybody likes it. It's a really good. It's a really good video. My problem is troubleshooting a PC. I have no fucking idea what the problem
error.
is.
That's your problem.
It's not user error. It's everything. It's a nightmare.
Oh, whoops. Whoops. There it is.
And then when you're putting the computer together, the instructions, I got 3 different manuals. 2 of the things didn't come with a manual, so I got to be on my phone looking at different manuals.
Bro, you should not be building computers.
And then they change. Now is fucking, what do you call it? What's the paste you put on the chip?
Thermal paste.
Yeah, thermal paste is different now.
You got to dump as much as possible out of there. They sent me this thermal paste, and I think they changed thermal paste because it came out like gum.
I squirted it out of the tube, and I go, "This is gum. This is not paste. This is like chewing gum."
Burn up. Yeah.
So I put a fucking wad of chewing gum. That's what it came with, though.
Well, yeah, but it's bad. It's old.
Is that what it is? It's bad now?
Yeah, you gotta pop that thing up.
I think it's because it was cold. I think once it heats up,
no.
Whatever.
It's supposed to be smeared. It's supposed to be smearable.
Well, it wasn't smearable. I could not smear.
Well, you have no heat sink then. You need to pop the heatsink off and put like an entire tube.
The instructions specifically told me not. Well, they didn't say don't smear, but they said just make an X. But at no point did they say smear. And I said, well, what about the smear? The instructions do not mention a smear.
Make an X and then fill in the triangles. That's what you're supposed to do.
It didn't say to do that. It just said make an X.
You gotta cover the whole CPU with thermal paste.
No, apparently you don't do that anymore.
Nah,
because they said make a fucking X.
Bad.
Every video I watched said make an X.
No, it's not
I watched
enough.
a video of how to put a cooler on from the fucking people who made it, and they said make an X and it'll just be fine.
Well, have fun with your bricked CPU when it overheats and fuses up.
I didn't understand the instructions correctly, and the whole thing almost. You got to put a back plate on for the cool. That's the other thing. Why are they changing all the parts? Because I go, I already got all these parts. I can use these parts. And they go, oh, RAM is different now. And I go, for the love of fucking God, what do you mean? It's RAM.
Because there's like a whole industry happening where like of performance and technology that's not suited to like you, a retard, swapping parts in and out of 10-year-old machines.
64 gigs of RAM, and now I got to buy a 64 gigs of RAM again and in a different shape. And they go, well, this is faster. And I go, okay.
Yeah, it's better.
Great. So I had to buy that.
For no reason. And why? Because your computer
cooler.
was slowing down.
I didn't upgrade my graphics card. Should I upgrade my graphics card?
You should downgrade it.
And I'm using the same power supply, and I'm worried that I didn't use a big enough power supply or something.
No, you need to upgrade your power supply, definitely.
Wait, why?
That's a rookie mistake.
What's wrong with the power supply? Why can't I reuse the power supply?
You don't have enough power.
I might have enough power.
All right, is that your problem? My
Yes.
problem is pussing out. Here it is. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. This guy it's your screen window. Okay, look at this guy, Vito. See this guy? He's at the India's poop throwing festival.
Yes.
You see him?
I see him.
He's going around. His name is Tyler Oliveira.
Yes.
See it? At the poop festival?
Well, now it's gone black. There it is.
See, he's in
You got to
India.
figure out how to get a plug-in that lets you full screen these Twitter videos, by the way.
You see that? You see that? You see him?
Yeah, I see him. He's at the poop festival.
He's at the poop festival.
It's a
How about
cow
now?
dung
You see him?
fest. That looks great. There you go. Thank you.
This is all cow shit.
And he's wearing a
Pentium
clean suit.
Yeah, clean suit.
He was very worried about getting a disease from the cow shit. So he's wearing. Oh, they hit him right with the shit. They hit him right in the face with the shit.
Look at this poop.
See, here's the problem. I think he's making himself a target. How everyone should be throwing shit at this guy. He's not. Yeah, he's not blending in. This was stupid. He made himself a target.
Oh God! Look at how skinny these kids are.
This is India. Oh yeah, well India's not eating. They are actually hungry. So he's at the cow shit throwing festival.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this video he's doing. See, he's making a documentary.
Yeah.
He's walking around with poop, right? Look
This
at
guy's
that,
using Intel
right?
QuickSync. I'll tell you that right now.
Now here's where the story takes a bad turn. Indians started sending him random pictures of people having sex and saying it was them and his mom.
Yeah.
Indians started doing that.
Now they're gonna nail him to the wall.
He was doing a documentary where he was getting tested for poop related diseases, right? But then Indians started harassing him. So he says this today. After much consideration, I've decided I will not be releasing my documentary capturing India's poop throwing festival. I've been doxxed, threatened by thousands of Indians over the last 2 weeks. Tens of thousands of Indians have turned my life into a living hell. My family's been attacked in ways I could never have imagined. Like that thing I was showing you.
Yeah, can I add some context here? So this is a shit-throwing festival in one part of India. And then there's
India.
The rest of India, I guess, is very worried that white people are going to see the poop-throwing festival and think badly about Indians. So they're trying to pressure this guy into not releasing the video. And they're going, well, that's racist. Only some Indians throw poop. Only some Chinese eat bats. How could you say that? You know, it's one of those. Only some.
Showing up at the Poop Festival was the worst decision of my life, and I severely underestimated the power of India. I'm only one man. I cannot defeat the combined power of 1.5 billion Indians who yearn for my destruction. I simply cannot continue fighting this war and must choose my battles. This one simply isn't worth it. I never meant to offend Indians, their religion or their culture. I just wanted to participate in this unusual poop-throwing festival and share it for the world to see. I ask that all Indians reading this please leave my family alone. Thank you. My problem is pussing out.
He's backing down.
He's backing
afraid.
down from the mob of Indians that won't leave him and his mom alone, that are sending him.
Well, what are they doing? Calling him?
I don't know. They're just saying that his mom's on OnlyFans. They're sending him pictures of other people having sex. They're doing other stuff too.
Well,
probably.
when I saw he posted that, I hate to say it, I went, yeah, I don't know. I could Indians having 1 million Indian people piss at you.
1 billion.
A lot. There's a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they're tricking you into buying, iTunes gift cards, and
they'll never stop.
They're running their little mind. They could hypnotize you the way they might a snake.
They could call you all
mystical
day.
powers. You'll be at home just relaxing, and all of a sudden, a fucking stretchy arm comes flying through the window,
like
and you hear, "Yo, got fire," and you're like, "Oh my fucking god!" Like, yeah, these guys, it's a nightmare. He's dealing
Not
with.
fire, but yeah.
But you're saying he should have the courage to stand up to their mystic
ways. They could come out of the toilet like a ghoulie. Indian little guy could come out of the toilet.
These are guys
like
who
Harry
throw
Potter.
poop at each other. I mean, they could do anything. He's seen it firsthand.
You can't puss out.
They're capable of anything.
They're capable of anything. So you cannot puss out in the face of this mob of Indians. I haven't seen a puss out like this since. This will be a throwback for you, but do you remember the Joker who was going to say the N-word?
Yeah, I do.
And then
was that Santa Cruz Joker or no?
I don't know
Joker.
I don't know what town he was from, but he swore that he was really going to say the N-word.
It was going to happen.
It was going to happen. And then when the date came around that he was going to, I see you fiddling around with your computer.
I'm not doing anything.
And then when the date came around for him to say the N-word, he had some lame skit. Remember that?
Not he lied. He didn't give us what we want.
What are you looking up? Just tell us what you're looking up.
No, I stopped looking it up. I wanted to see if it was the Santa Cruz Joker. I'm not looking it up. What I'm thinking about, though, and I was thinking about it, and then you interrupted my thought process. What I was thinking about was... I mean, he should just post it at this point, right? Like, here's
documentary? You have to post the documentary. You cannot puss out. You cannot embolden this mob.
Well, I think he's inside his own head. So one thing that happens with internet guys is they don't realize that, like, if you just stop talking to the Indian people... They're fucked, you know?
But go away.
Well, yeah, they can't leave India. If they could leave India, they would have done so a long time ago.
They're in Canada now.
Yeah, well, okay, they're in Canada. They're not. Is he in Canada?
Maybe, I don't know. But he could maybe want to go to Canada one day. He can't because he's made a poop festival.
It seems like he's got good content here. I wonder if this is like a stunt. Because it's crazy to me that you would travel all the way to India, get all this footage. He's got the suit, he's got the equipment, he's got everything.
Right.
Yeah. I wonder if this is a goof that he's
a goof?
Well, because he's not specific about
not
what
saying he's not
going to
post it. He's terrified. He's been harassed with Indians and the way they are.
But this guy's got 8 million followers. What's his he's got 8 million followers.
Looking him up right now
on YouTube. Well, I'm trying to figure out what he is. I don't know who he is.
All right, well, that's my problem, pussing out.
This is a guy. Okay, this is the same guy who fucks with scammers in Paris. You ever see those videos?
Yeah, I have.
I wanted to know more about the guy.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I've
Pussing
watched
out
his
is the
videos.
problem.
Now I
Here,
know
play
who
some
it
YouTube
is.
videos. Let's see. What do you got?
It's interesting to me to know who the guy is. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I know. That's my problem. Pussing out.
He should
Happens
post
too
it.
much. It happens too much.
All right, here's my problem, Dick. I'm going to show you. All right. So we live in America, right?
Uh-huh.
What's the coolest thing about America?
Nothing.
Freedom, of course. We all love it. And the best thing about freedom is you can do whatever you want. Kind of. Not really. But when you get the chance to do whatever you want, you know, you move to one of these towns that doesn't have like a lot of rules and shit, and the zoning regulations or whatever, and there's just like a guy you got to pay some money to move the other way. That's the real American dream.
Yeah.
You move to one of these towns and you do whatever you want. And that's what we do as Americans. So here's why I'm really confused is how is everyone not totally stoked for the rural town of Moncure, North Carolina, where Hindus have currently acquired over 100 acres for a massive temple complex. Look at this.
Oops. Okay.
So the Hindus said, hey, we're in America. We can do whatever we want, including building a statue to our warrior god, a giant golden gleaming statue to overlook this beautiful Hindu temple with a variety of ins and outs built in the heartland of America. And everybody on Twitter is freaking out. They're going, oh my God, this should not be allowed in America. The Hindu temple must be shut down. When I go, this is the most American thing I've ever seen in my life. You came up, people go, it should be against the rules to come to America and set up shrines to your bullshit religion. I go, I'm pretty sure that's the reason we had America. That's why they came here. Was they were in England and they said, hey, we're all about Jesus, but we kind of want to worship him in a different way. And the Church of England was like, fuck you guys suck. And they said, okay, well, we're going to go to this other place. A bunch of us are going to die on the boat on the way there. And then we'll be pilgrims and we'll worship Jesus however we want. This is the same thing. They said, we want to build a giant golden temple and the only place we can do it is America because you can do whatever the fuck you want in America. This is great.
The giant Hindu thing is great.
Yeah. How are you not hyped up for this? And then I see all the interactions from guys like fucking, what's that guy? That gay guy, Nero.
Would you be excited if there was a Jesus statue? A golden Jesus statue?
There's Jesus statues. There's a million fucking Jesus statues.
So
I don't care.
No or yes, you would be excited for that.
Yes, I would be excited.
You'd be excited for a giant Jesus complex.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I don't believe that at all.
In Boston, they have, if you go down by the Berkeley School of Music, I think it's the Christian Science Building. And it's this giant, beautiful fucking temple with like a reflecting pool. And I remember walking around down there going, what the fuck is this? And they said, oh, the Christian Science, that's the Christian Science Building. And they go, they just got a bunch of money, so they just built a giant fucking thing in the middle of Boston. You're like, holy, or like, you ever been to like the Scientology temples around LA? And you go, this is a nice. No, sometimes they got a nice piece. There's a crazy Mormon
it's a psychiatric hospital that they painted blue. It's insane.
Not all of them are good. I think it's in Oakland. We were just driving around in the hills, and then we found this giant fucking Mormon temple that built on the side of a hillside, and it's beautiful. And you go, isn't that great in America that you can just do this shit? And again, all these people are going, oh my God, we got to stop these Hindus. We got to shut this down. I don't think we should allow massive Oriental pagan temples to sprout up in our country. Well, I hate to tell you this, that's what America's for, my friend. That's why we built this country. I want giant, look, if we're going to have religion, and there's a lot of goofy religions doing a lot of goofy stuff, I think the Hindus building a giant gold fucking warrior god in the middle of the woods, how is that bad? That's one of the only, I'd go, okay, well, that's kind of cool. It's not my fucking money paying for it. I wish, honestly, one of the worst parts about Christianity is we don't have any warrior gods. If Christianity had... Well, just like white people and, the Anglo-Saxon Christian culture that we have. It's always Jesus getting nailed to a fucking thing. It's never Jesus like punching a guy out, How come there's no statues of the time he went to the temple and he punched out all the money changers? Because it would be anti-Semitic. But if it wasn't anti-Semitic, okay, look, this is cool. We got a warrior god statue. It's very exciting. If it was
it's almost like it's too Reddit for me even to consider it. What
do you mean?
The golden Hindu thing is cool because you think that religion is like they came here, white people came here to do religion. So
and did it badly.
This is cool.
Okay, how are you going to complain about, oh my God, they're shutting down all these beautiful churches and whatever else, and then the Hindus show up and they go,
shutting down churches?
Well, just there's churches that have, don't have enough following, so they've shuttered. Some of them are getting turned into mosques now, okay?
Where's this happening? Churches are getting shuttered?
Yeah, churches have been shutting down in America for decades now. And you see people go and they go, oh my God, I can't believe all the churches are closing. And you go, well, these guys want to build a brand new church with a giant fucking golden warrior god. I know it's not your god, but come on, like let them. Why would you be upset? They're doing their thing. You can build.
Because we're sick of foreigners.
They're not necessarily foreigners. Okay, the Hindus could be native born. You don't know.
Close enough.
Okay, well, they're moving to the woods in New fucking North Carolina, so you don't even got to worry about it. It'll be one thing if they said we're going to put it on the fucking 9/11. We're going to dig up the fucking Twin Towers.
Didn't they?
They put a mosque near 9/11, and that's
9/11.
Yeah, the near 9/11 mosque. It says it right on the fucking.
They
front.
got a mosque as a mayor, so who cares?
They got a mosque as a mayor.
Yeah.
That was gonna be my other problem. I thought about bringing in was the Mom Donnie did 9/11 theory, where every single one of you fuckers has to go, oh, what about 9/11 though? All the 9/11 victims would be so upset that we have a Muslim mayor.
That was Cuomo that said that. That's your guy. That was an election between
was not just
your
Cuomo.
Rapist and your jihadist. Republicans and white people had nothing to do with that.
Plenty
election.
of Republicans on Twitter going, "Oh, this is just an insult to everyone who died in 9/11." I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
why?
it is. It is definitely
why?
an insult to everybody who died in 9/11.
It's not. It's not really in any way.
Oh, it definitely is. It definitely is.
Why? Because he's Muslim.
Yes, because he's Muslim. There's no a Muslim should not be mayor of New York.
Why?
Because Islam is responsible for taking the Twin Towers down.
Islam's responsible. That's like saying Catholicism is responsible for
the Crusades. Yeah, it is.
And all the rapes and everything else.
The child rapes, yes. Catholicism raped all the boys that were raped in church.
Catholicism does not encourage child rape.
Yes, it does. It's trying to separate kids from their parents, vulnerable kids from their parents, and give them to pedophiles. Yes, it is.
No religious person should be allowed to hold office by that fucking virtue.
I'm not worried about kids getting raped in the Oval Office. I'm worried about buildings getting knocked down by jihadis.
What's gonna happen? Mom Donnie gets in there and he goes, "Hey,
by the way, brown people in. He lets more Islams in.
He lets more Islams in.
Yeah."
Okay, so he's going to let all the Islams in, and the first thing any Islamic person does when they get into New York is they go, I got to knock some buildings down. I got to do some 9/11.
Well, no, there's no more to knock down anymore. Now they're just like, we're propagating, we're breeding as much as possible, and we're taking buses out to Dearborn,
Well,
Michigan,
if you want white people to breed, there's a lot of ways to make it happen, and it seems like every institution is dedicated to preventing that. So
this giant golden thing just seems like, oh, look, it's like atheist Reddit shit. Like, look, it's like a very topical misrepresentation of the problem, which is we're sick of foreigners coming in and fucking with the fabric of the country and making it unlivable for everyone else.
Okay, this is a Hindu town. First of all, the Hindus aren't doing fucking anything. Okay,
they're all doing something.
Okay. And again, it's a temple in North Carolina for some Hindus is not going to ruin anything. If anything, we have so much land. We got plenty
Who's
of
we?
fucking
Again,
woods.
who is we?
America, the
You
American
are not
people.
America.
I don't understand. We have. You go down fucking L.A. You got fucking Chinese temples in the middle of everywhere. You got a whole Chinatown. How come no one's complaining about all the Chinese taking everything over?
They complained when it was put in, and they managed to keep
and they
it
made
there.
it happen anyway.
Don't get anywhere out of here. This is the spot you got for China Land. This is the spot you got for Korea Land. Doesn't go out of here though. The rest is.
Yeah. Okay.
America.
So Hindu land will be North Carolina.
No more new stuff.
If we send
more.
all the Hindus to North Carolina, they're already here. It's not like to make the temple, we got to bring a couple extra tens of thousands of Hindus. They're already here.
Yeah, but they will come. You build it, they will come.
They're not gonna. I don't think a Hindu guy goes. I don't know where to move. Hey, I'll go move near that big warrior guy. Maybe a couple. I don't think you're gonna have a
Why
huge
are they building
influx.
it then? Why else would they be building it? Why
To
the fuck
serve
do you
the-
think the Statue of Liberty exists? Hey, come on over here. Everybody, check this out.
So all the Italians could come over.
Hey, white people, check this out. We got it from France. It's pretty cool, right? Come on over.
All I'm saying is, look, you can build whatever you. There's a lot of shit getting built. These guys have their own money to build their own warrior god statue. If if you want to build more Jesus statues, okay, but you can't stop them from building their warrior god statue.
I think
Nor should you want to.
I think we could. Maybe not now.
Well, that's the argument
but in the
being made.
future, I think
Okay.
we could.
You want laws that say you can't make a warrior god statue.
I want laws that are way, way stricter and worse than that. Whatever you want, whatever you think is cool, make it illegal. Whatever they're doing, whatever they're doing. If you have an understanding of it that's like, yeah, that fits my understanding of like social studies, knock it out. Get rid of it. That's the law.
I just think you got all these guys who go, my country's being taken away. Okay. And I understand. Shut up. I understand sometimes. Okay. The foreigners who are taking jobs overseas. Okay. Yes. We can put a stop
and
to
in
that.
the country. And in America.
Sure. We can put a stop to excess immigration.
All of it. Not excess. All of it.
Okay, but there are Hindus who already live here. They're not immigrants.
Out.
No, they're fucking naturalized citizens or whatever else.
If they were
they've
naturalized at some point, we could
become
denaturalize them, surely. Just do reverse. Unfile the paperwork. Gone.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Look, why does everybody else, if the Jews want to build something, they can build whatever they want. So why can't the Hindus build whatever they want?
Because then everyone would build whatever they wanted.
Not only, okay, and let's be clear, the Jews don't even have to build anything. We'll build it for them. Okay?
Right.
The Jews go, hey, we got a problem. And we'll go to a different country and build fucking missiles for them. Okay? And then the Hindus go, well, we got our own money. We'll build a statue. And we go, no!
You can't because it looks stupid. Because it's retarded.
The only people that get to build anything are the Christians or Christians building stuff for Jews to use. Okay?
Well, the first
Nobody
one,
else is
definitely.
allowed to build shit. Well, did you see all the people posted about how many Jews are talking about they're going to leave New York City because of the because Mamdani got elected?
Yeah.
And I think it was you who said, "Well, why don't you just clip that fucking string and then they got to go."
And they have and they evaporate.
I kept thinking about that. I think Mamdani should have a ribbon cutting ceremony for the
cut
Jewish
the string. I know, wouldn't that be great? He's going to puss out. He's going to puss out, though. That's another puss out. All he has to do is get a big crane up there.
Yeah.
Snip. Gone. Bye-bye.
I would like to declare that New York is no longer friendly
inside.
to the Jews.
It's no longer
Stay
inside.
Jews.
We don't have this retarded fishing line around the whole city anymore. Clip.
I'm starting a new New York initiative to build attics across our many boroughs, and you can all stay in there.
Yeah.
I don't think Mamdani is going to do 9/11. I think it's everybody can calm down.
He already did it. You can't do it twice.
The pissing and moaning. I'm seeing guys, they're going...
What's pissing and moaning about saying Islamic extremism is a huge problem?
Because they're lying. They're lying. They're going, I've been talking to my cop friends. All my cop friends say they're going to quit and leave. And I'm like, yeah, your cop friends are going to quit a fucking cushy New York City fucking cop position where you just sit around...
Wait, that's happening too. Cops are transferring and retiring. What are you...
Out in New York?
Yes.
In what fucking
In
rates?
every big city. In every big city, it's a huge problem.
If you can get transferred, it's hard to get. You can't just go, oh, I want to be a cop somewhere else. You can't just go, oh, yeah, send me somewhere else.
Idea of people's autonomy. Like that things like this don't have any kind of real effect in the real world. Like, yeah, it affects police.
I'm sure
I'm
sure there's a number of people, but I'm saying they're going
so wait, London is
cop's
fucked,
gonna
right?
leave New York.
London's totally fucked, right? Basically an Islamic caliphate. It's basically run by Islam.
I don't think that's what's happening, no. But
what do you think's happening in London then?
There might be more Islamic people. It's not becoming an Islamic caliphate.
Unbelievable. So no-go areas, does that exist in your mind? Where cops can't go, police, because it's run by, like, Islams?
We have that in America. I mean, we do. What's the fucking difference? What do you mean?
Where do we have that in America?
I'm not going to say, because then the show will get canceled, okay? But you know.
Wait, why?
Because there's places you can't go in America. You
no,
stay
where the
away.
Cops can't go.
Yeah, the cops don't go to certain neighborhoods at certain hours. They just stay out of there.
Is this a black joke that you're making?
And there's nothing being said about anything, okay? No, there's no... Look, I don't know. I know there have been in the past, the cops stay away and they let them manage their own shit. Yes, I'm aware of that. But that doesn't mean the entirety of Britain has become Islamic.
Let them manage their own shit.
I agree the UK has a lot of problems.
With Islam?
Yeah, sure.
What do you mean? Yeah, sure. Like, yeah.
I don't see that happening in America. In America, okay.
But do you think it's happening in England, where England or London has a huge?
I think it could be. I think
Islam?
it could be happening in England because England has shown themselves to have less of a backbone.
You have
than
such
Americans.
a weird way of answering these questions. You think it could be happening, and you just don't think it exists, or you don't know about it.
I think you're trying to draw a parallel and say that will happen to America. Is that we can't let any Muslims run anything or let any Muslims in because it's going to become overrun with Sharia law and whatever else.
I said Islams, not Muslims. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't think that's valid?
The Islamic people.
You don't think that's valid? Like
I
they fucked it up in London. You don't think they could
I
happen
am
here?
very much not worried about Islamic anything taking hold of America. No, that I don't share that fear.
Vito, what, like, you're not worried about anything happening to anybody in America. What are you talking
of course
about?
I am. I'm worried that people's SNAP benefits are going to run out and they're going to be hungry.
But you're not, though. You're not. Like, you're not worried about... You're happy when Charlie Kirk got killed. You're not worried about bad things happening to good people.
Give me an example of a bad thing that is going on right now with Islam in America.
Everything that they do? Islam?
Everything they do.
Everything that they do. Putting in prayer sirens at 5 a.m. Yeah.
Where'd they put
Sharia
it?
law?
Isn't that
wearing
what town has that?
Hijabs, kicking white people out. They're like terrorism, basic terrorism. How about that? Basic crime, antagonism, terrorism.
Okay. Well, when I think about crime in America, the first thing I think of is not that Allah is really getting all that crime rate up. Okay. Yeah. We got other bigger problems. I'm not looking at Islam as one of them.
Not yet.
And again, okay, so it's going to become.
I mean, you don't live in a high import like.
I'm surrounded by Asians, and the Asians are great.
Yeah.
So, okay, so as long as we bring in more of the, I'm not going to say the good ones, but
but you think it. But you think it. You just don't want to say it.
I think there's so many people in the demographic. First of all, the demographics in America are far more varied and diverse than in England. Okay, we have a far more diverse populace, and it would be very hard for any minority group to suddenly become the majority and seize actual power.
How are you saying that from L.A.? Like, it wasn't always Mexican here.
And the Mexicans aren't in charge here. They've started getting into...
Before we got Bass, who was the mayor for like 10 years?
The governor's a fucking white guy, okay? Whitey's doing pretty good in America. Schwarzenegger was the fucking governor. And then he made a Mexican kid, and it ruined everything for him. Although that Mexican kid is doing pretty well.
All right, that's your problem, the Hindu thing?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Hating cool statue.
Hating kick-ass religious things.
Warrior god. Fear of a warrior god.
Fear of warrior gods. All right. Fear of warrior gods. Okay, my problem is getting flicking spaghetti on your spaghetti sauce on your shirt. Man, oh man, what a fucking pain in the ass that is. All right, let's get super chats.
Flicking spaghetti sauce.
Go to patreon.com/biggestproblem. Biggestproblem.show to vote on the problems.
Those sauce flickers will get you.
Here we go. Cameron for 2. How much for a call to Madami? Not $2. John Liddy Goff Jr. Joe Ligotti Jr. for 5. Biggest problem in the universe is you stand up after shitting and you don't have enough piss in your bladder to hose off the shit stand in the back of the hose. Amen.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I just had to get a new toilet brush.
Thank you for not killing yourselves. I heard from Patrick Melton that Vito can come to Hackmania 3 as a paying audience member. See you there. Oh, that'd be fun. You could
Very cool.
meet the fans. LJ Clabarino for 5. How does Sam Hyde get YouTube sponsors while saying the F slur? Now that's like, I don't know. I don't know how everybody gets away with saying it.
What sponsors
I don't know.
do you have? Okay.
Shotgun Orphan for 2. Still waiting for the physical copy of Super Killer. Get used to that feeling. Johnny Rico for 5. The biggest problem in the universe is getting a new phone and having to log into all of your apps services again because every fucking thing is connected to your phone. I know it's a pain in the ass. Boi for 50 Canadian. Love you both.
Wow.
Frowny face. Thank you, Jew-H. Thank you very much. But you didn't say call to prayer. The Pope for 5. Hey, Beto. Gay Boy appreciates your support and just wants life to be fair to him. Thanks for the podcast. He's walking again. Congratulations, Gay Boy.
What
Lover
happened
for 5.
to that guy? Did he get hit by a truck?
I don't know. Vito is the biggest
walking?
problem in the universe. Thank you, Lover. Charles Baker for 2. Hope you had a great first family Halloween, Dick. I did and I was sick. Strategic for 2. Great problem. I hate drunk loops. The Monkey Bros for 5. Sure hope Vito doesn't do anything silly like denounce his remaining fan base on Discord for a pity power play. That would be a silly piggy thing to do. It would. Shoebox Kingdom for 2. Biggest crash out in the universe. Come far, poop ass. Coach Cake for 5. Who's ready for the podcast with the energy of not being able to get it up even though you barely drank? That is a bitch, Coach Cake. For 2, again, the talent, everybody. Pigeon for 5. Rip show. Prayer hands. Hack the Movies for 5. Haven't watched in weeks. And of course, I tune in. Vito's talking about hoarding his plastic garbage. What are the odds? Silverback Strength for 2. Instead of using less plastic, use less food. Koof for 2, Engineer Vito, CAD Drafter Vito, Coach Cake for 2, 3D Printing, this is 3D Pigging? Good one. Diamond G for 2, can you 3D print me a Super Killer 1? Good question. Martin O'Keefe for 5, hey Vito, what utter sad, depressing, hoarder shit slop would you buy if you had some of Dick's daddy's money? Dick's a trooper for doing the show now. Thank you for the 5, Martin. Captain Cheese for 5. Vito has mastered 3D printing, but still struggles with 2D printing. Hashtag Superkiller. Strategery for 5. Imagine purchasing Vito's fancy card storage system, but every time you reach for a card, it chucks dicks in my ass. Nobody wants that, Dicks and Beats. Thank you, Strategery. Mr. Jiki for 10. Can Vito 3D print his signature on my copy of Superkiller when it comes out in 2027? I don't know. They'll have some advancements in 3D printing by then. Balder for 5. I wish people would stop bullying Tic Tac Paddywhack in Discord. It's mean, comfort, poop ass, and then a little, it looks like a man doing a Hitler sign. The Gentleman Sausage for 5.
Oh.
If you guys are going to have a punishment song for one of the hosts, then use chick music. Maybe something from Celine Dion. Has that ever been done?
I think we both like that song, so I don't think that would work.
Johnny Rocket for 10. Back the Maniac on Fund My Comic. 2 comics before Super Killer 1. Maybe 4. Back the Maniac on Fund My Comic. The Locks for 2. Piggy, you ruined the show. Pig, whale, cow emojis. Pineapple for 2. Ice cream idea. Show us Sunday. That's a good one. Charles Burke for 2. Free Palastachio. That's not good.
Yeah, this is harder than I thought.
Shut a scram for 2. Occupation fruit. Occupation
fruit.
Antoids for 5. Vito named the video The Biggest Problem in Resident Evil and is surprised people were upset when it wasn't an episode of Biggest Problem. Man, cute shit. Voted up. Pineapple Man for 5. Grok Final Solution Fudge. The ultimate end to your sweet cravings. Yeah,
Grok came up with that. Okay.
Grok can do it. Pineapple Man for 2. Doc Cow Dark Chocolate. Charles Baker for 2. 6 million s'more.
Doc Cow. Okay, 6 million s'more is good. Doc Cow Chocolate is good.
Good. Lorenzo for 5. I've been depressed all week, thinking I was too lazy, but watching Vito has solved that. Congrats, Lorenzo. Lorenzo for 2. Mac Mini Vito. It's 100%. It's 100%.
No, it's not.
More powerful than your PC.
I got the best Intel chip.
Chocolate Noodle for 5. Biggest problem in the universe, having to hold in farts during sex. That's what happens when Uranus is in retrograde. Yeah. Trio Doug for 5. I can't believe Vito plugged his monitor into his motherboard and not the GPU. Laughing my ass off.
I figured it out.
VOR for 5. Vito exists between keyboard and chair. I don't know what that means. George Peter Gatsis for 2. Watch out. There's no rest for the immortal mask.
Support the immortal mask. Fantastic.
Pigeon for 10. Oh, hell yeah. A lecture on American values from a liberal. Captain Cheese for 5. That Hindu temple's probably got a mile-wide stink radius. Pigeon for 5. Vito has to say we because he's the weight of 3 people. Vito Stitz for 2. Save big booty Latinas. Deport. I'm not going to say that one. Pigeon for 2.
Pigeons.
Why is chainmail standard issue in Germany? Vito purely socioeconomic
all the
reasons.
stabbings.
Hazman for 2. Vito isn't scared of Islam because they can't touch him. Pig emoji.
That's smart. That's a smart joke.
All right, let's see.
Mateo Roberto for 2. I'm glad Dick has Weight Watchers. Ulim Ovifi for 20. You know, I've been getting disheartened this week watching the flood of the OJ coalition. But Vito, in typical smarmy, I don't understand what the problem is fashion, has reminded me what is really needed. Boots on necks. Al Goonadel for 2 says Tic Tac Paddywhack L. For another 2, he says CFPAW. Long live Plum.
Come far, poop ass. All right, everybody. That's the show. Thank you for supporting the show. Patreon.com/biggestproblem. Biggestproblem.show.
Let us know in the comments how the audio was.
There you go. Bye.
I think it was good.